So today we're going to be doing another craft haul. I did take this video on the 6th of this month, but I just never had the time to do the voiceover, and I'm doing it today. So it is a kind of late haul. I am going to be doing another one pretty soon, so maybe even today. So just discard the today's date. So now the first thing I got is the big roll of gross grain ribbon in that brown color, that nice tan color, and now I got all these Pua yarns. These are to make some nice yarn lace. I'm going to be showing you one in just a minute. I'm going to be making a few of them, maybe for some graduations and some other nice occasions. So as you can see, this is one of the finished ones that I made recently, and it turns out pretty nice, and it's a real nice and puffy Hawaiian lace. So I'm going to be making a few more of those. And as well, I got now that's a haul part that I usually don't do anything like that kind of haul, but so now it's going to be my real craft haul. So I got this clear rock candy stickles. I got 2 bottles of that. Now I know that you've seen this, I used it on my last card, but I just wanted to show you up close and everything that what it is. So it's a real nice, of course because it's the distressed rock candy, it is a clear glitter, so it's a real nice and subtle shimmer. So now I also got this Delta stencil, and as you can see here, it has those Hawaiian stencils. It's a nice one that I'm going to be using on some cards. And then I also got some other things. This is from another store. I got the Avery Elle Stampin' Die storage pockets. That's probably the most exciting thing of this video that I got. Now this was very exciting. I want to switch all my stamps over because many people such as Jennifer McGuire and many other people on YouTube, they do use these Stampin' Die storage pockets from Avery Elle, and I just wanted to use it myself as well because it's such a good system. So as you can see, they're clear pockets, and what I did is I just put pieces of white cardstock that I cut down just to fit right in there. So as you can see, also I have my cling stamps. See, this new one is a sister stamp that I just got. This is the Dolphin set from the Release 16. I want to show you this. I did already cut it out and it's already ready, and I already put it in. And as you can see here, what I did is I punched a hole in the, well, I'll show you in a little bit later. I also got some more sister stamps. This is the Graduate sister stamp, and I got that for a good deal, as well as this is the Yoko sister stamp. So this one's from the second release, so it's pretty old. The Graduate one just came out the other day, so I was happy to get my hands on it the day that the store came in with them. So now as you can see here, this is the Yoko one. I'm just going to show you how I'm going to store them in my Avery Elle Stampin' Die storage pockets. So I already got to open the Avery Elle pockets, and I got to test it a little bit. I got to get all the what size I should cut my white cardstock to and all the little things that I was wanting to perfect. So now as you can see here, when you get your sister stamps, they have the red rubber mounted onto the cling foam, and then they have this piece of white, just a white piece, so it keeps your back sticky enough. It's cling, so it's not like a sticky, not like a glue or anything. It's just that it has that nice shiny thing, so it'll stick to nice clear blocks. So as you can see here, I would have cut it out already, but imagine that it is cut out. I would just put it onto that release. So this one's all the way back on the second release, so it's very old sister stamp. I just never got to have it. So as you can see here, those Avery Elle pockets, they have that nice clear flap that folds over, so make sure that none of your stamps come out. And I also cut a piece of glossy white cardstock, and as you can see here, your sister stamps will stick to that glossy cardstock just enough that it's able to pull in, pull out. Now it is not the best thing because the sister stamps don't really stick to it very well, so you are going to want to try to you can try and find something that's better for cling foam. But I did also, these stamps are very old, so their foam is kind of dried up a little bit, and it's not the best clinging foam anyway, but you can try to wipe it and scrub it a little bit and see if it works a little bit better. But now as you can see here, I have my white cardstock piece, and I'm just gonna punch a little circle punch in the top to make a little notch so that I'm able to grab my glossy cardstock very easily, and then I can slip it in and out without worrying about the white cardstock also coming out at the same time. So as you can see there, they don't stick very well, but they stick just enough that I'm able to slip it in and slip it back out with them sticking to it. So again, this one though, it does have 3 stamps, so it is also a little bit more bulky. But that new Graduate one, I did test it out already, and see, you can see there that the glossy cardstock will pull out and pull in easily, but with your stamps. And then also, I realized that the new ones, like the Graduate one, that one it does cling a lot better, the foam, so you just need to clean your old ones. Now as you can see here, I already labeled it with the sister stamps in a little bit bigger, just caps on the top, and then I did the 2 names of the stamps that I had in there. But to add on to it, I'm gonna, like this new stamp, if you got a new one that you added to the release, then you're just gonna, I just put a little dash on my labeler and added it onto there. So that's a really easy thing to do, and you can always store them like this. And as you can see here, I have all of my different sister stamps from different releases. 15, that's 7. This is the new one that, I mean, oh, pretty new, it's number 20. I was able to pick up all 3. I got my Misaki, Harumi, as well as Minako. So that's a really nice one that I'm able to try to fill up my collection of sister stamps and maybe get a few more and put them in the right places. Now I would usually you just want to put a little bit of adhesive on the back and then just stick it on, and I'm gonna try to find all my other sister stamp original label sheets to put in there. Now I'm going to show you how these Avriel pockets, they work very well. You can see again they hold your cling mount as well. Again, their cling mounts they don't stick as good, just the glossy cardstock. So you can try to change it out with maybe some acetate and different types, just because the glossy cardstock, it sticks enough that it's pretty good. The only reason why it sometimes comes off is that with the glossy cardstock, because it's so flexible, it flexes enough that sometimes it falls off the stamps. So that's why if you maybe put a piece of chipboard or something on the back of the glossy, then it might not do that, but still it wouldn't stick that well. Now as you can see here, I have my clear stamps in there, and the ones with the stars, I'm just gonna punch out some yellow stars. You can see here that all the ones with the stars, I have the matching dies in the back. Like this is Critters on the Savannah from Lawn Fawn, and I have the 4 matching dies that match with it. Now the ones that don't have it, such as Paper Smooches, I just have the stamps by themselves, and that works perfectly fine as well. I'm just going to show you how I'm going to make one just for this Graduate one. I'm going to make these pockets. So here's the pocket. I just cut that piece of white cardstock. I believe it's 7 1/4 by 5. It's almost 5 1/2. I do like an 1/8 less than 5 1/2, or maybe a 16th less than 5 1/2, just so that it slips in a little bit easier in and out. But the glossy cardstock, you're going to want to cut it at a little bit less than 5 1/2, so about an 1/8 less than 5 1/2. And I did this a 16th less for the white cardstock, because the white cardstock shouldn't ever come out, so that's why you want to do that. Now as you can see here, I just slipped the imaging sheet in the back, and here's my cling stamp. You can see the sister stamps are really detailed, and this is one of the newer ones, so they do stick pretty well to the glossy cardstock. I just cut that piece of glossy right there. I'm just gonna stick it on and give it a firm press, and then put it back into my storage sheet, or into the storage pocket there. And I'm just gonna take out my labeler and then begin to label it. So depending on the size you cut your glossy cardstock, it'll slip in or out easier or less easy. And then you can close it up, and then that's pretty much ready. You're gonna want to fold that top fold, make sure it's really folded and creased down. And then I'm gonna go and take out my labeler. I just already did a label. This is the sister stamps. I just did it in caps in the small font, or the smaller setting. I have a Brother P-Touch labeler. I'm going to show it in a minute, but I'm just going to stick that label sister stamps on the top corner, and you can see I have this Brother P Touch labeler. This is the more inexpensive one than it's the less expensive one. So this one is a little bit, I'm just gonna type in graduate. Now I have it set onto the smaller size, so it's not on the big size, because you can make it just as big as the label. Now I'm just gonna do 2 spaces, and then you can look it up on your phone, and I looked it up and it was release. You can go onto your phone or your computer and then check out when the release of the sister stamp was, and it'll tell you the number of the release. So I'm just gonna pick out release and then do the pound key and then do that's number 22. So it was release number 22, and I'm just gonna go and print that. Now to save the label, I showed there that in between I would usually like type out a lot of them, and in between them I'm just gonna do 2 spaces instead of 1 space. But as you see here, my labeler just ran out of label, and I went to get that the other day, but again I took this video a few days ago, so that's something that, you know, just have extra labeling tape to make these labels. But as you can see here, if you do the 2 spaces, you have a lot of room to cut that middle piece off, and then you can cut off the side and then just stamp and then paste that onto your label. Because if not, if you type out every single one of your words and you print them one after the other, they're gonna have so much white space all on the sides. So you're gonna want to do it continuously. I know Jennifer McGuire, she does the linking, which my labeler does not have that ability, but you can go and watch her video. So please visit my blog at micahscrafts.blogspot.com, and thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.